So, we have deck list coming from the Armageddon Duelist Gaming Tournament. And we have 4 out of the top 8 lists that I found kind of interesting if we go ahead and talk about here. So, all this is coming from Team Armageddon on YouTube. So, those of you that want to go check that out, I should be able to backtrack the source for this and have a description for you guys. So, 5th place here is Francesco Gigante's Sky Striker list. Now, this is basically going second Sky Striker. And as you see, we have Evenlies, we have Lightning Storms, we have Pankratops, and we got the Mystic Mines to hit that going second potential at its best. So I think that this is kind of nice that we get the chance to see a little bit of variance being pushed out here for Striker. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 copy of Dino Wrestler Pankratops, triple copies of Ray, and 2 copies of Rose, wrapping up your muscle line. Pretty standard for what we've seen for most of the formats. And we have triple copies of Lightning Storm, so we can just slap it on down and attempt to win the game. Triple copies of the second card we slap down and attempt to win the game. 2 copies of Pot of Avarice. 3 is a little bit pushy in here. 2, I guess, is alright. I personally like 1, but considering you're basically Zoo and you go through your pieces so much, I get what they're doing here. We have 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army, 1 copy of Set Rotation, 2 copies of Area Zero, 1 Afterburners, 2 Jamming Waves, 1 Hornet Drones, 2 Shark Cannon, and 2 copies of Widow Anchor with the 1 Multi-Roll, the 1 Hercules Base, the 1 Terraforming, and the 1 Upstart Goblin. Traps, we have triple copies of Evenly Matched, 1 Metaverse, and triple Solemn Judgment, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Bomber Dragon for our pretty decent Link 4 play. We have 1 Zeke, triple Shizuku, 1 Kaina, triple Kagari, and triple Hayate with the 1 Ningirisu, the 1 Phoenix, and the 1 Hida. Side, we have triple copies of Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell. Haha, no spell card for you. Triple copies of Imperial Iron Wall, no banish for you. Haha. Triple copies of Warning, this one's kind of interesting. Triple copies of Summon Limit, triple copies of There can only be 1 rock on the field for our Adamatia matchup. Outside of that, everything looks as standard as I would expect coming from this deck. Nothing too strange out of the ordinary here. The going second deck is definitely starting to be the build that shines more for Striker this format than honestly in previous formats. So if you're looking to kind of mess around with Striker, I hope that this gives you some sort of idea of where to go right now. The deck is definitely proving itself as a good option against the format. I mean, let's be honest, about as good as it can get with no engages. You know, you got to maximize on the power cards here, as you could tell. It's not Striker cards that's winning it for you. It's the good power cards that allow you to go second and blow the game out. And then you use your nice consistent engine to kind of recuperate some advantage to slow down the game. Right? Super easy. Next up, we have Rockets out of this tournament. Now, Rockets, this was 3rd place. This was Isaiah Modina's list for this. Now, Rocket has been pretty much doing the same thing it's been doing this format. Shunpei's still at it, still innovating this deck. And as you can see, the Cosmic Cyclones coming in for your Eldritch matchup. Hey, don't have to worry about the traps doing their thing if you just Cosmic Cyclone them. This deck still does the same thing it's been doing all format. You make a big board, you go burr. Alright, so we have 2 copies of Absoluter Dragon, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 copy of the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, triple copies of the Black Metal Dragon. This has really become more of a norm at this point. 1 copy of the Laveneer, triple copies of the DD Crow, another one of our powerful hand traps for this. It's the pick for the format right now. We have 1 Magna Rocket, 1 copy of Omni Dragon Brotar, 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 1 Rocket Recharger, triple copies of the Rocket Tracer, 2 copies of the Silver Rocket, triple copies of Safe Fort Dragon, 1 copy of the Wyvern Buster. Spells, we have 2 Boot Sector Launch, triple Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Dragon Ravine, 1 Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Quick Launch, one World Legacy Guard Dragon, and the triple copies of Infinite Permanence, wrapping up the main here. Down here in the extra deck, we have one Mr. Unchained Abomination, one copy of Triple Burst Dragon, triple copies of Striker Dragon, one copy of the Quad Boral, one Heavenly Spheres, one Pisty and one LP with the one Romulus, one Delidorous Dragon, one Boral Sword, and one copy of Beat Cop with the two copies of the Borreload Savage Dragon. Side deck here we have triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Dark Ruler No More, triple copies of Lightning Storm, two copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and one copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up Isaiah's third place list for you guys. Outside of that, it's not a lot to talk about Rocket Link. It's still pretty much been the same deck that it's been this format. You know, just we have to play more tech choices here to kind of curve the already problematic cards in today's format. Next up, we have the first place list. Dun dun dun. What a shocker. It's Adamatia. This was piloted by Daniel Di Pietrio. This got first place out of this tournament. Now, we're playing Dinotherium, so you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon one Dinotherium once per turn this way. And when summoned this way, your opponent can target one level 4 monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it to their side of the field. We don't care. This is our first turn extender. We're going to drop this on the field with our level 4, and we're going to go search for Block Dragon Coon. And then we're going to win the game, because Block Dragon is just that reoccurable boss monster that lets us do the thing. By the way, maybe this should have been a once per turn. I'm just saying. So we have two copies of Block Dragon, one copy of Gigantus, triple copies of the Kawaki Marrow Guardian. All it took was for the Kawaki Marrows to have a purpose in life, and we got it. We have one copy of Dinotherium, triple copies of Analyzer, one Puting Susior. By the way, high level 4, it specials itself. One Dragite, triple copies of Gigas, triple copies of the Dwarf, triple copies of Asher Blossom and Joyous Spring, triple copies of Ghost Bell, with the triple copies of Seeker, one Olion, triple copies of Doki Doki, triple copies of Researcher, with triple signs, one Foolish, one Monster Reborn, and the one copy of the Shade Brigade. Once again, another level 4 that specials itself. Super easy. Down in the extra deck, we have one Link Spider, one IP Masquerena, one Holly Fibrax, one Nightmare Phoenix, one Unicorn, one Apollosa, one Dweller, one Tornado Dragon, and one Gallant Granite, one Herald of the Arclight, one Repite, one Leonite, and one Dragite, with one Crystal Wing and one Borreload Savage Dragon. Side deck down here, triple Nibiru, triple copies of Lightning Storm, triple Dark Ruler No More, triple Evenly Matched, two copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, and one copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up your first place list. Very nice, by the way. I definitely like the Dinotherium tech. It definitely helps not having to have the double Puting Socior in here. And last but not least here, we have Salamangreat out of this tournament. This got 8th place. This was piloted by Giovanni Zerbo. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, two copies of DD Crow, triple copies of the Flame Buffalo, two copies of Lady Debug, one copy of the Falco, two copies of Foxy, one Gazelle, two Jack Jaguar, triple Spinny, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, triple copies of Silent Mining, one Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Pot of Desires, one Circle, one Sanctuary, one Upstart, and one Will of the Salamangreat. Traps, we have triple Infinite Permanence, two copies of Rage, and two copies of Roar. Wrapping up main deck down here. Extra deck, we have one Update Jammer, because we got OTK our opponent, one Transcode Talker for that OTK, one Zero Boros, triple Sunlight Wolf, two Heat Leo, triple Balinix, one Ling Garibo, one Nightmare Phoenix, one Ablaze, and one Abyss Dweller. Side here we have triple Nibiru, triple copies of Gamma, the one Prohibit Snake now on the side, one Driver, one Baguski, two Anti-Magic Arrows, triple copies of Goes and Match, and one copy of Imperial Order, wrapping up your deck list out of the Armageddon Duelist Gaming Tournament. So, pretty much what we've seen. The big thing here is I wanted to showcase Striker, show you guys, hey, this deck is still kicking. This is the current evolution that One Duelist is testing to kind of get the creative juices flowing out here for those of us that want to mess around with the decks. Guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these decks. And well, guys, I'm out. Take care and stay safe out there. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.